We're just coming to the end of our second day of work here with Shelley Carson at Kaneko, and it's been a really fantastic experience.
It's been a pleasure for me too, really.
We just finished a workshop this morning, and I just want to ask you a couple questions about workshops in general.
Sure.
What's the purpose of a workshop like this morning's in your?
The purpose of the workshop really is to give people a chance to experience phenomenologically some of the academic stuff that we've been talking about, some of the principles.
Right, to put into practice the ideas.
Exactly.
And what did you observe from the group that you worked with this morning? Were there any interesting things that you saw?
Well, I thought there was a lot of good energy flowing around amongst the group, and as usual in a workshop like this, you find that some aspects of it are attractive to some people and other aspects are attractive to other people. So there did seem to be a good mix of personality styles in the workshop today that I think can cross-fertilize each other.
So a good workshop may also have a diversity of participants that helps the chemistry in the room.
I think so, definitely.
Yeah. Last night we had a program and we included something as part of the public presentation, which was also interactive and then got the audience involved. And it was maybe a little different than a format than you've done in the past. How did you feel that worked?
I thought it was an excellent idea. So basically I presented some ideas and then you and your staff put them into practice for the audience, and then we all got back together and chatted about it. And I thought that was very interesting. I actually haven't done that before.
And thank you for letting us try it. That's one of the things that is good about a place like this, is that hopefully we do some things in a different way and can try and experiment with some things that might become effective.
Right. I might take that with me if you don't mind.
Well, yeah, if you steal anything from us, then we're going to have to come after you because you've got too much for us to steal. Your ideas and the book are really fantastic. One of the ideas that you said it's really easy to state. We were at lunch the other day, and you said chaos is a natural outcome of creativity, or maybe the other way around. Creativity is chaos, or
creativity actually thrives in chaos, because part of the mission of creativity and the creative individual, I believe, is to step out into chaos or what is unknown and unstructured, and add a little bit of structure to it. Make it meaningful to at least a portion of the rest of the population or society.
Another definition you gave last night, amongst some wonderful definitions of creativity, was the simplest one, capitalizing on failure. And I wondered, we talked a little bit about failure. That's another big component in all of this, isn't it?
It is indeed. If you're not willing to fail, then you can't complete the creative process. So highly creative people know that failure is actually part of the process. It isn't an end point. It isn't the thing where you hang your head and walk away. It's, okay, what can I learn from this? How can I capitalize on it?
It's a very, it's not personal. It's not, as you said this morning, doesn't reflect your self-esteem, or shouldn't. Failure is a necessary part of the process. You got to get tough with failure, learn from it, and move to the next step each time.
Exactly. And there's a lot of research that indicates that quality creative ideas are a function of the quantity of creative ideas, and by their very nature, not all creative ideas are going to be successful. So the person who's able to generate a number of creative ideas and accept the fact that most of them won't work out is going to actually have the most quality ideas in the end.
Almost like there could be a relationship by the quantity of failure may result in a greater success in some way.
That's true. Sometimes I look at it like this. If you're looking for a date for the prom and you ask 10 women, only one has to say yes for you to have a good night at the prom, right?
Has your research given you a sense that it absolutely is a reality that there is a way to impact the creative capacities of individuals?
Definitely. So the work that we've done has shown that just the creative programs that we do can actually enhance creativity across a number of different areas and different skills that are part of the creative process. There's a lot of information out there as well that indicates that you can actually make changes in your brain by practicing these creative skills.
Which kind of gets me to one of my questions that I want to ask you now that you've been here for a couple of days. And Kaneko is a relatively new organization, and it's an organization that doesn't quite have a set model that's being done anywhere else. It's independent, it's not allied to a large institution, or it doesn't function under government grants or anything like that. What's the potential impact of an organization like this, in your estimation, in this general field of how we might kind of raise the opportunities and potential of people?
Well, what I think is wonderful, as you've said, it doesn't really have a set model. It's sort of forging new territory. And I think that's an excellent opportunity for you to take creative people from all different walks of life, bring them together and see what comes of it. We are living in an age that's constantly changing, and we don't know what the future has to offer. So to have an organization that is sort of semi-structured the way Kaneko is, and doesn't have a definitive structure or a definitive model, but is able to adapt to what comes its way, I think has wonderful potential.
You said last night that adaptability was maybe one of the qualities of somebody who has sex appeal.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The ability to roll and to change with things makes a partner maybe more attractive
Right.
as a partner, as a person to be projected as an organization. Adaptability should be one of our tenets if we want to remain creative and kind of do what we're supposed to be doing.
That's right. So rather than looking for a definitive structure, I think Kaneko, if it remains semi-structured and adaptable, not only will it be more creative, it will be more fun. Well, it's plenty fun now, by the way, may I say.
I love that. I love that. That's great. I'm just very pleased that you came, and I hope that's the beginning of a relationship with you and for the work that you have done. And because we certainly feel like we could benefit a lot from the work that you're doing.
Well, thank you. One of the things I would like to say are my first impressions of Kaneko, just walking in the building. First of all, I love the space. The openness of the space, as you have aptly said, is really has a mind opening or a possibility opening facility to it. And the second thing is the creativity and joyfulness of the people who work here. So it's been a real pleasure to visit here, and I hope, as you do, that we have a fruitful and long relationship.
Great. Thank you very much, Shelley.
Thank you.